I did get good shots of them, but often a lot of photographers will stand at a certain spot and the celebrity will come towards them and they hope they get a shot. And then they'll just let them go behind them. Often, more, probably all the time, I will take that shot, but then I'll keep walking with someone who's really good because I know that may be a shot, but will I get a better one here? Will they stop and hug a kid? Will they high-five a driver?
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I'll probably miss a number of shots and I probably need more than most to get a good one.
Yeah.
I'll say that. But the Canon cameras that I use are stunning. And a couple of occasions on the weekend, you'll be looking this way and then you'll see a driver come out and they'll run and you'll go, right, you got to grab a camera, get it up, and you got that. So you get a second and you might get 12 frames. And you've got to get sharpness, and you've got to hope that your settings are right on the camera, because if they're at a tenth of a second, and you're going to get a blurry shot, and you're going to miss it. So there's a lot that can happen that'll put the kibosh on you getting a shot. But most of the time I get them.
Is there a trick to being in the right place at the right time, or is it often luck?
Yeah. Oh, luck plays a big part.
Yeah.
But sometimes somebody will have a notepad in their back pocket, and it'll be sticking out.
Right.
And with a long lens, you can take a shot, and then you can see Joe Blogg's 1330 swipe gates. So that's a pretty good indication of where you ought to be.
Oh, there's people, when they're coordinating certain people.
Some people have notebooks hanging out in their pocket. I did that a couple of races ago. So then we all talk. For instance, I'll know certain things, and a friend of mine will know certain things, and we'll swap information.
Work together.
It's not like we go and put a thing up on the notice board, Brad Pitt's coming at 2:30, because you don't want too many people there.
Yeah.
But there's a certain amount of trust, and I contribute to Getty Images, which is the largest image company in the world. And so the guys that I work with there, the full-time guys, and I'm not a full-timer, they'll often share information. They'll say, look, we have to go over here, but can you get that? And I'll go, yeah, I'll get that. If it's something that I do, like I like the people stuff, I like the stories. I shoot cars on track because I do a book at every race, and I'll come back with enough pics for a good book. But I don't love the car photography.
How many images do you shoot? How many images do you reckon you shoot a weekend?
20,000.
20,000 images.
Every time you press the shutter, it goes off 3 times.
Yeah. And you've got multiple cameras, obviously operating, or you've got 2 or 3 cameras on you.
2
across the board.
2 every, a wide and a tight, and what's that? 5,000 a day. So, and I'll edit in 3 sessions. So I'll do 1,500 or 1,600 photos, and it's just a matter of thinking, yep. And once you go through and pick, say, that 400 for the first day, you bring them in and you will edit them, and the edit will take no more than 5 seconds.
Yeah.
A good photo might be half a minute. If there's something I want to do as a big monster print, that'll be done later in the week.
Yeah.
And then I put them up to either Getty, if they're people photos, or car pics, I put up to KimElman.com. ProStarPics.com, which is my website for pics. And then you do that the next day, and at the end of the race, you've probably got 1,400 pictures.
Wow.
And hopefully, obviously I use them for my videos. I do my own stuff. I do driver prints. For instance, I did one with Olly the other day. He hasn't even signed the prints yet. We just agreed on it.
Amazing.
Unbelievably, the day we agreed to launch it, they released the news that he's got his heart.
Same day.
It was phenomenally fortuitous.
Very fortuitous indeed.
And we've sold a good number very quickly. Olly will promote it on his page and we'll sell even more. So they're good.
Fantastic. We mentioned a few times storytelling, and I just want to lean back into that a little bit, because you're talking about obviously identifying the images that you love the most, and you're much more about the atmosphere of the people than necessarily always the car. How do you think you can achieve that great level of storytelling in your imagery? Is it about the moment that you're capturing, or is there something else?
I'll give an example. So I'll see George Russell walk away from the press conference after the race, and then I'll know that, say, Toto's down here. Then I'll probably know that he hasn't seen him. Right. And he's won a race. There's going to be a hug. So then I have to work out whose face do I want, because I want George to be one side, Toto the other side. Yeah. So I will go and position myself and just constantly move around thinking, come on, he's coming, and all these people wanting autographs, and then George will look up and go, oh, great, and then the thing will take place in front of you exactly as you foresaw. Yeah. And then you go, yeah, I knew that was coming. And then often there'll be instances, and Lewis used to do this, where he'd come in and play ducks and drakes, and he'd go behind caravans and stuff.
Yeah, like he's motorhome.
Yeah, because he was a bit secretive. And then it was a matter of knowing, the paddock, you think, right, well, I think he's got to come out here, so I'm going to stand here. And then, of course, it happens, and you think you're a king, and then other times you wait there way too long, and you go, where's he going? Oh, he went up that way, and you're just a dunce.
And speaking of the paddock, and you've already mentioned, obviously, you have some pals in there, and you've obviously must know the paddock really well. It's a much smaller kind of group of people than I'm sure it kind of looks from the outside. I know there's thousands of members of staff at different teams, etc. But am I right in saying that I feel the paddock's a lot more connected, particularly on the media side, than maybe you would think?
When you've done 130 races and you post like I do, most of the people would know what I do.
Yeah.
Not all. And a lot of people will come up and ask for favours, and I'm more than happy to do them for most of them, because then they owe you a favour, and they're more than happy to, I can tell you when he's going to be here, or, hey, we're doing something over there at 2, why don't you come and get a photo of that? So, yeah, you've got to have connections. You can't be just on your own. But on the other side of it, I don't rely on that. I rely on being out there, and I can, if I go back to Sunday, I knew it would be huge for celebrities, because we get a list of celebrities each race, and there were 52 pages of Sunday's celebs.
Wow.
Most of them I had no idea who they were.
Yeah.
But now I'd look through and I go, I know Jeremy slept in my bed in Lancellon many years ago. He rented one of my houses. And in fact, I had a chat with him about that when he came in. I said, you slept in my bed? What? Yeah, I slept in my bed in Lancellon. Oh, you're the guy. I said, yeah. I said, oh, yeah, that was an hour north of Perth. But with the celebrity side of things, I would normally go out and do the driver's parade at 1 p.m, 2 hours before the start. And I thought, no, I'll send my son out there, because they're boring pictures anyway. They're just drivers making out they're interested in the fans. And all they're doing is talking to their mates on the bus. And
it's starting to look like that more and more.
Yeah, and then I stand at the entry knowing that there might be 3 photographers there instead of 40. And in comes Brad, in comes Jeremy, all these people. And I go, wow, if I'd have been out there getting some average pictures of drivers, I wouldn't have been getting the stuff that I'm getting, which is gold.